Okay, so here we are. That's the Einam Canal right there. This is like a water runoff, I believe. Yeah, water runs into the canal, probably from the streets. That's like that goes through down there and comes out on the other side, over there by the train tracks. As you can see, it flows out and flows that way. That direction is north, that direction is south, the direction of flow is that way. You go up here, I wonder if this sign says anything interesting. Oh, weight limit 8 tons, no parking on bridge. So, go down here. Who knows how deep this water is? Probably not super deep, but deep enough. Looks like it might be well, this stick was in the might be a foot deep out there somewhere. It's kind of hard to tell. That stick was laying in there at an angle, but it came to like there. Got some water build up in the corner here. Barely where water's running down the hill and then gets caught up on the concrete. There's a place farther down in Kankakee where you can actually go on the canal on like a sort of a boat, like a canal boat. Someday I'll go check up in there, but not when it's wet right now. I don't feel like getting my boots soaked. So I'm just doing a quick video here, trying to show off a couple things. This place here is a historical building. It has like a restaurant attached to it, and I believe there's like a museum or something upstairs, or at least there used to be. That was years ago. We got a little walking bridge, goes across the canal. Almost ran into a sign. Got some like bike rental places over here. Another bridge that goes across the sign. Let's see if there's a placard for this. This is that looks like Abraham Lincoln with his leg going through someone's back, which is another Abraham Lincoln who's sitting on another Abraham Lincoln. That's very different, but to each their own, I guess. Path goes down this way along the canal. That's the direction that it came from. We got let's see if this is a seal for something, I believe. We got Abraham Lincoln, United States President, to William Gooding upon return from the U.S. Congress in 1848. I traveled the Einam Canal in Lockport. I knew William Gooding and appreciated his political support. As a lawyer, I approved some legal services for the canal commissioners. In my time, the long white building on the hill was the canal headquarters. From there, William Gooding oversaw construction of the Einam Canal. Once the waterway opened, the boat captains walked into the office to pay their tolls and share news. In the Illinois State Legislature, I voted for the Einam Canal, believing that this internal improvement would make the state prosperous along its route. Communities flourished where people built warehouses and stores. I suppose I could have read that better if I had pre-read it, but There's a little etching there. There's another one over there. As soon as these people vacate with their dogs, I'll go check that. Here's the other one. Pat Darren, community volunteer. Between 1973 and 1985, several historical buildings were relocated to the North Public Landing. The pioneer settlement included a log cabin, jail, one-room school, farmhouse, and train depot. We moved these structures to create the Lincoln Landing, which I've actually seen. There used to be a bunch of, I think right along here in this grass field is where all the houses were. In 1970, the Will County Historical Society turned the canal office into a museum. On my first visit, I was impressed and became a volunteer. The museum featured a Lincoln room and had old canal documents stored in the vault. In the mid-1980s, I watched with excitement as workers transformed the sturdy warehouse into the Gaylord building. The solid limestone structure became home to a restaurant, visitor center, and a museum gallery. That would be this building right here that I said was like the historical building. That's the Gaylord building there. We got another seal over here. There's another one over there I'll go check out in a second. There's one here, there's one up there. I think there's one over there. Let's see. Abraham Lincoln, February 12th, 1808, April 15th, 1865. Let's see if I can read this. In 1865, Lincoln's funeral train traveled from Washington to Springfield, making numerous stops along the way. The funeral procession in New York and Chicago were the largest. In Lockport, people waited into the middle of the night to see the train go by on the nearby tracks. And there's a drawing of a train and people waiting. That would be the tracks on the other side of these bushes here. Let's see here. I guess we'll hit this side, go down there, come around, come over there, come there, and then double back the other way. Show lock one, and then I'll be out. Let's see. Patrick Fitzpatrick. That's a very unique nickname. I'm just going to highlight these and not read them. Anyone can pause them if they want to read them, because honestly, I have places to be. And by the way, this is the town that I'm originally from. I wasn't born here. I was born in Park Ridge, but Lockport is very historical. So we got one here. Maybe two more there. I don't know if that one's a manhole or something. Dorothy Dow. Some lady sitting on a chair at a table. Okay, there's that. There's that. This is very much covered in dirt. Let's see if that makes it readable. we go. I had to blow it off. It was
not possible to read before. There's that. Got the dust on my phone. There's that. There's that. It's Bob and Jill Carr. Shows them, I guess. There's another one there. Another Abraham Lincoln one. Political lawyer. Local lore holds that Lincoln dined at William Gooding's home in the late 1850s as political allies and acquaintances. The pair exchanged letters. Gooding found Lincoln to be an upright, honest, and straightforward man. Gooding must have been on drugs or never actually studied anything. But that's a different story for a different day. Arthur Cunningham. Yeah, spelled weird. Get out of the light here. There's that. And then it's a drawing of some guy on a boat, I'm assuming. That's what it looks like. Welcome to Lockport's Lincoln Landing. There's that. Find the person who checked the schedule before traveling on the I&M Canal. And maybe I'll come by view this when there's some better lighting. Alright, we got like 2 more to check and then I'll go show you guys lock 1 and then we'll be done. This one is I&M Canal Passenger. Another Abraham Lincoln one. I'm just going to hold this here so people can read it if they... want to. Joseph W. Foster. Got a South Public Landing sign here. Here's the picture. There was another one over there, but there's people over there, so I'll check that one out some other day. I'll do a more in-depth approach to this at some point in time. Walking back down these stairs. You can see the reflection of the bridge in the water. Back up to where I started at. Got this little sign of a dude
William Gooding. There's a QR code if anyone really feels like trying to scan that. I'm not sure if this is the same one. You're a mile 29.1. Lock 1 is 0.6 miles ahead. Historical downtown Lockport is 0.1 miles ahead. Parked over here. That's a historical building. All these buildings along the canal are historical buildings that were used to like as warehouses and stuff like that. A lot of this stuff is a lot lower than it should be. There's a whole section of like I-55 that covers this, which is the Stevenson, if people didn't know. But it literally is laid on top of the canal, so most of the water doesn't get through from the lake. Otherwise, I'm sure the water would be deeper. Here is a pylon for a bridge, or like an old, I don't remember what this was for. Like loading barges or tying up barges or something like that. I don't want to walk up here. I'll show you guys the lock later. I'll do lock 1, 2, and 3 in a video all together.